The Giants at the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Bro, the Giants are so bad. They're just disgustingly bad.
And we
90%
bet
of
on them last week.
yeah, and we bet on them before that too.
You're now tuning into
The Cover Gang.
What's going on, Cover Gang? It is me, Tyler Lowry, and my co-host Justin Frith, and we are here to give you all of the spreads and which side we're taking on all of the 1 o'clock games and the game across the pond in London. Justin will read off each pick. It is NFL Week 5. We had a good week last week. Hoping to do the same in this one. Justin, go ahead.
First up, we got the Jaguars at the Bills. So the early line has moved towards the Bills in this one. Jacksonville only seeing a very small amount of bets coming in on the side. Who are you on in this one?
Yeah, Jacksonville's second consecutive week across the pond. Maybe all the players brought their families over there and been having a good old time. Got the first win, looking for the second one. Buffalo's been playing really good. I think they just got out of an emotional divisional win against the Dolphins. Everybody was hype on the Dolphins, so I'm taking Jacksonville on the points in a regular unit play here. This Jacksonville offense has not looked the way I thought in the preseason. Buffalo and Josh Allen is looking great in that. Josh Allen's statistic, when he wins, a lot of the times he wins by more than 7 points. So it's either he's in these close games and loses or he blows a team out of the water. But I just, whether it's Trevor or Josh, whoever has the ball in their hands at the last, I see it coming down to the end of the fourth quarter. So give me the points and Jacksonville to win in their second home over in London. To cover, not win.
Yeah, huge win for the Bills last week. So that game was loaded with pressure, big divisional battle. So now it's like very just complacent. This is like a little vacation for them to go over the pond to London after that nice victory win over the Dolphins. So I'll take the Jaguars here at plus 5.5. It is only getting 20% of the bet, so we are fading the public in this one. And it is their second game straight in London. Like you said, this is their second home, and I think the Jaguars can do enough to keep it close in this one. The Bills really are the better team, but they don't have to do much. They're sitting high right now, so we're gonna play the angle that they're getting a little complacent after that nice win over the Dolphins. So give us the Jaguars plus 5.5.
Yep.
Next up, we got the Giants at the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Bro, the Giants are so bad. They're just disgustingly bad. 90%.
And we bet on them last week.
Yeah, and we bet on them before that too. I feel like 90% of the bets coming in on the Dolphins on this one. Who do you got?
And let me guess, Justin is one of the 90%ers.
Oh yeah, you're 100% right on that. Half unit game for me. Give me the Dolphins, the much better team. This Giants team is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, it's a half unit play for me too, but I am taking the Giants and the points. I think this spread is funny because Vegas is just begging for people to jump in on the Giants. It started off at 10, went to 10.5, 11, 11.5. Maybe you just wait to see where the top of the mountain is on this spread. So, but yeah, give me the 11.5. What's available right now as of recording on Wednesday, and the Giants. Like I said, half unit play. Daniel Jones. He's not playing in prime time, so that's something that's going for me. But I don't think this is necessarily a Dolphins get back right game just because they got, worked in a divisional game, which the Bills have dominated the AFC East for the past couple of years now. So I'm not saying the Dolphins are necessarily overlooking the Giants, but I don't think, like I said, I don't think they're going out there to try to prove something against this team. They know that they probably should win handily, but if you start off the game and you're giving me 11.5 points, 90% of the bets coming in on the Dolphins, I'm going to fade it. So, yep, half unit play, not going to watch this game.
Next up, we got the Saints at the Patriots. Is this a Bill Belichick get right spot, or is it a Dennis Allen get right? Both of these teams coming off pretty bad losses last week. Who you got in this one?
Tyler's first double unit play. Patriots +1 at home. Book it. Love the Patriots in this spot. Overreaction. Everybody calling for Belichick's job. Mac Jones saying Patriots need to go ahead and enter in to get one of these quarterbacks coming into the draft next year. Uh, I think these are two very similar teams. You make the argument that the Saints have better weapons, and maybe Derek Carr, even though he's still suffering from that injury a little bit, he's a better quarterback than Mac Jones. But two good defenses, two teams that are going to try to establish a run, two defensive coaches. But I'll take Belichick on a bounce back week after everybody's been crushing him in the media. He's going to have that team up and ready to play against Dennis Allen. So, yeah, double unit on Patriots at home +1.
Yeah, you've got to be 100% sure that that film room was pretty tough to be in that Patriots locker room. Bill Belichick is known to be pretty rough on his team, and after the way that last game went, this week he was hounding them. So back to Patriots here. It's the right spot. The Saints, we know they come off the blowout loss, but it's Dennis Allen on the road versus Bill Belichick after that embarrassing loss. This is a get right spot for New England. I think that Bill Belichick and Mac figured out what needs to be done to get right at home. So give us the Patriots.
I mean, Mac's not a top 10 quarterback by any means, but against that Dallas defense, he looked like one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. So, and he's, like I said, he's been hearing it all week too. Saints defense is good as well, but like I said, I just think it's two very similar teams. I'm going to go with the better coach, the home team, and you're giving me I'm getting an underdog at home. So, yeah, I like the Patriots a lot here, actually.
Next up, we got the Ravens at the Steelers. The early line moved a little bit towards the Ravens. More of the bets are coming in on the Steelers, however, 70% of them, that is. I don't know, man. This is that Steelers spot. I've been pretty spot on the Steelers. Six of the last 8 games between these two teams have been decided by 4 points or less. And here's another crazy stat that'll blow your mind. In the last 10 games between these two, the underdog spread has covered 9 out of the 10 times. And the only other time the underdog didn't cover in this matchup, it was a push. So stick with the trend. Steelers +4, double unit play for me because history says so.
Yeah, I'm with you on this game as well. It's a regular unit play for me just because it is the public side, and this Steelers offense has looked like I predicted in the preseason. I didn't really believe in Kenny Pickett. I didn't think that they would have a good rushing attack. They lost Deontay Johnson like week 1, I think, so that hurts some. But they still have some decent receivers, but they can't get anything going. Got a good tight end. They just can't get anything going on the offensive side of the ball. So I'm taking Steelers +4, but it's just a regular unit play for me because it seems like the obvious public side here. And Lamar, he's been playing pretty decent this year, so I don't know. I have to take the Steelers here, but like I said, it just feels a little fishy to me.
Next up, we got the Panthers at the Lions. Oh, I'm so tired of this Panthers team not covering this.
I'm surprised you don't have what's those things that they used to sell, like it would be like a athlete that you like a whole sticker on the wall. You know what I'm talking about?
It was they also had like those
I can't remember what they're
stand-up
called.
like the cutouts, and then and it had like
The ones that you could
cardboard
actually put
cutouts?
on the wall,
Oh, no, the
of like an
sticker.
athlete.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a thing.
You just need. I can't remember what they were called, but you need to have like Bryce Young just like taking your money from you or something like that because you have died on this Panthers hill so far this year.
You're absolutely right. I have, and I'm doing it again. Double unit play. This is the spot. Panthers +10 after that last week disappointment and the Lions blowout victory. The public is going to hammer the Lions, not I. I'm taking the Panthers because this is the sharp side, and it is a get right spot. This number's gone way too far. I get it. They're a horrible team right now, but the Lions are a little overinflated, and this is the perfect spot to bounce back for the Panthers. So double unit for me on this one.
Yeah, I've been on and off the Panthers a little bit more than you, but no, I agree. This is also a double unit play for me as well. Panthers +10. The Lions just won their Super Bowl pretty much. They beat the Packers in Green Bay. They are leading the division. They have no reason not to make the playoffs finally. It's just, I don't think they've had a playoff win in like 25 years, or I mean, it's 30 years maybe. It's been a very long time. So they're riding high right now. I think, Coach Campbell gave them the weekend off after that win against the Packers. You see a little bit of coming back to the mean. The Lions still should win the game. They're a better team on both sides of the ball. Very good offensive line, but yeah, 10 points is just too high of a number here. So I like Panthers, and just hoping Bryce Young doesn't. I mean, he's looked horrible. I mean, especially compared to Anthony Richardson and C.J. Stroud to start off the year, he just can't get in the end zone. It's these other two rookie quarterbacks are playing pretty good, especially when Anthony's upright and C.J. Stroud's looking like rookie of the year. It's just Bryce has got to show up, man. He's got to, even though he doesn't have much to work with, he's got to put some points on the board. But I'm banking that he does it against this Lions defense this week and covers the 10 points double unit play.
We're both on it for 2 units. Money, it pushed the chips in. We're in on the Panthers this week. Next up, we got the Texans at the Falcons. Public coming in pretty heavy early on the Texans. They have moved the line a good bit. It opened up at +3.5, and it's down to +2 or maybe even +1.5 now for them. But I think it got to the 1, and then Falcons saw a little money, so it popped back right off that 1 to 1.5 is where it's sitting right now. Ritter is going to have to do something. He may be playing for his job in this one, or it may already be too late. I got to go with the Falcons here. Public's coming in on this road underdog Texans team. Understandably so. You know, they are the much better team so far, but it's not a side I want to be on back in a road underdog in the Texans with the public. So give me the Falcons -1.5 at home to get right.
Yeah, love Atlanta here in the spot. They had a lot of bad beats last week over in London against Jacksonville. Arthur Smith is still a good coach. They still have a good offensive and defensive line. Everybody's high on C.J. Stroud right now. He's playing good. That's great, but he's going to have some growing pains like all these other rookie quarterbacks, all these other, the Jordan Loves, Desmond Ritters of the world. It's just part of football, part of the NFL. So Houston Texans come back down to earth right here. They lose this game in Atlanta. Atlanta gets back on track and covers the 1.5.
Next up, we got the Titans at the Colts. Oh, this was a tough one right here. I can make an argument for either team. The Titans play so well in this matchup as of recent. They've won 5 of the last games outright. It does give me a little pause. Colts don't play that well at home, but Titans don't play that well on the road, so that cancels it out. But we've been dialed in on this Titans team. We're telling you to fade them when they're in games that they're supposed to win, and then we're telling you to take them when no one's taking their spread. Everyone's out on the Titans just like last week. But we've been dialed in, so I'm going with the Colts here. The Titans coming off that big victory against the Bengals. I think the public's gonna back the road Titans right here, and I think the Colts are actually +1 now. It's moved all the way down, so I don't know if the Titans are dogs actually now, but it's time for the Colts to bounce back. They had that tough loss, and they've been playing well. But this matchup in the last 5 games, they've lost. So it's time to get right at home versus the Titans, and we're fading them. Well, actually, who are you on?
I like the Colts too. I do. I've been pretty dialed on both these teams to start off the year, Colts and Titans. But I just, it just seems like Titans win games they're not supposed to, vice versa, kind of play down to the competition. But this Colts team has played pretty well this year. I'm happy for Anthony Richardson, happy for Shane Steichen. So, yeah, Jonathan Taylor coming back didn't seem to move the spread much. But even before I heard he was actually going to play, I was on the Colts already. So, yeah, give me the home divisional team and regular unit play.
That's it for our early game predictions. Don't forget to tune into the primetime game predictions where we go over every 4 o'clock game and then the ones after that, the night games. If you enjoyed the content, please drop a like on the video. It'll help us out a lot. Subscribe and click the bell. Turn notifications on so you're notified every time we drop a video. We're dropping 3 videos per week. We got the early games, the primetime games, and then we recap our performance on Monday and pick the Thursday night football look ahead. Make sure to tune in this Monday where we recap who wins Week 5. Thanks for tuning in. Let's cover the spread. As always, peace.
Peace.